by reading vigorously. And her powerful imagination, she is seeing a story in every human being in every day. She had already written 36 books already. And guess what? She's producing in Africa. In a hostile environment, there's war, there's instability, but she is still genius, producing brilliantly. I'm so glad that I'm going to present Mrs. Eno to share her great, inspiring story with the world in this special edition of World Talent, coming to you from Montreal, Canada. I'm saying glad to see you all. Hi there. Mrs. Eno, thank you so much for giving me this short name to make my life easier instead of the names of the entire nation. Thank you. All right. Okay. Tell me how you were able to be inspired just by reading vigorously. You never get tired of reading, and this powerful, continuous imagination where you see the story in every human being unfolding, and you are able to read it and start thinking of it, and then writing it and presenting it to the world.
Yes. Just like I mentioned before, I believe that every man has a story. Every day has a story. Every child has a story. And indeed, you discover that when you get to interact with people, it is the story that makes them up. It is what makes a human who he or she is. So it is the stories that I put into writing. As an African, I discover a lot of lapses in our cultures, in our traditions, and then I put these stories into writing. Of course, also preferring solutions to some of the things I see my people lack. So I do this over and over again, addressing issues as they unfold in different cultures across Africa.
That's a great theme. And what is your story yourself that you want to share with the world? As a person and as a writer as well, please. An author even, with this many titles.
I want to share the story of that little girl that started out as just a little girl, a girl with a vision, a girl with a passion for our color, a passion for our people, a girl without a brother, a girl who just wanted to succeed despite the stringent conditions that surrounds the life of an African child, particularly an African girl child. That is my story, and that is the story I'm trying to sell to the world. My person, my passion, my culture, my people, my color.
Great. Thank you so much for that originality and unique presentation. But selling that kind of story is not easy at all, because even for men in Africa, not to mention girl is able to have a voice, to have a character, and she wants to defend this and to share it with the world in a very special environment that is not giving attention or the equipment or the necessary developmental to produce. So you say there's a blockage everywhere in your natural environment. So why you are an exception of all the surrounding?
Okay, well, the thing is, I am a girl from a family of just all girls. So I am familiar with the girl child not being accepted, the girl child being subjugated, the girl child being silenced. I am familiar with the culture that says that a woman does not have a voice. And with my works, with my pen, I am trying to break even. I am trying to break the status quo. I am trying to let the world know that the narrative is changing, that a girl child can be much more than just being female. And that is what I'm trying to achieve with going so passionately into writing. I want the world to know that the narratives in Africa is changing. We are trying to change the way it has always been. And that is what I'm just trying to do with my writing.
But are you given the chance for this female leadership to take place in your environment, in your society, or there's still certain conditions and tradition that are preventing you from reaching out with this kind of creativity, please, and even leadership as well?
Of course, yes, of course, there are still conditions. There are still conditions that would prevent the female to achieve some of the things that I've been trying to achieve. But the truth is, like the Bible says, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violence taken it by force.
Great.
You know, even when we are not, yes, we are not encouraged to, we don't have the necessary encouragement to push through. I still keep doing what I know how to do, and what I know how to do is write. I keep writing, hoping that one day, just like I met you, I'll be able to meet some other people that would recognize the struggle and stand with us to break even.
But your brother's king will not be happy to show that the queen is taking the lead ahead of them and publishing all this kind of book and leaving nothing for them.
They've got no choice. We'll give them a run for their money.
All right. Okay. That'll make it then. Okay. That's great. All right. Okay. Tell me about how you struggled to write 36 book. How do you write? What do you write? What's the best time of writing? Are you writing on the papers and books on the screen? What's the best moment? You write in the morning, early morning, late at night? How do you struggle from getting the ideas into putting it into practice, into drafting and editing and publishing, all of that procedure, please?
You know, when I say I've written 36 books, I've not actually written 36 books. I have written much more than 36 books.
Wow.
What I can point to now as completed works that I have right now as we speak in the last almost 2 years is 36. Initially, when I started writing, I would write on paper, but then I wasn't consistent, so I can give it to someone to just read, and then the person would say, oh, I can't read it anymore, and that's it. You know, and then later on, as I grew older, I had to learn how to type on computer, on desktop, and even then, I still didn't know how to keep some of these works that I had done. You know, the computer crashes, and then everything that I have done is gone. So I have those kind of works that I've done on paper. Some of them that I wrote with the system, and you know, I just can't find them anymore. But since I took writing serious, since I took it more seriously than before, I have been able to put together 36, you know, into ebooks. Some of them are published in print and I sell to people. Some of them are just published online into ebooks that I also sell to people. So the best time, when do I write? I write anytime the inspiration hits. I can wake up in the middle of the night. So long as there is power supply, I write. Sometimes I stay back after work to write. Sometimes I'm walking on the streets and then an idea hits me. I can pick my phone and write. So I just write anywhere, anytime, any day, so long as the inspiration keeps coming.
Thank you so much, Madam Mrs. Eno, for this. But are you doing this with the help of a great team, or you are the team yourself?
No, I am the team myself.
Oh, working as a whole team.
The team myself.
A whole production team. Wow. So the Queen is not leaving anything for the competition, the male competition at all. That's why they will hate you. Thanks God that he didn't kill you yet.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't leave anything for them. Yeah. You will leave them idle. And
no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I design my book covers. I edit my work. I type my work. I do all of this myself.
Wow. And what is the most important, inspiring theme that you are working on in this great different publications, please? The one that is touching
Well,
you
I think I
most than
have.
any, yes. I know there are so many, but tell me
Yes,
the one that is really touching you and you think that it is inspiring for the rest of the world.
I think it is the plight of the girl child. The last few works I have done has revolved around what girls go through presently, right now, in families, in schools, the danger they have to go through all the time, from boys, from men, from predators, from pedophiles, and all of that. So I think it is the theme that I'm working on right now. The plight of the girl child is what I'm working on right now.
So what are some of your favorable, memorable line that you could not forget? They are always sticking to the back of your mind. Say, oh, I love this ideas. I love this line that I was writing. And it's still with me. I'm still thinking of it. I'm still excited about it. Tell me some of those lines if you want to share some of them, please.
Let's see now. Well, just like what I said, I have done a lot of work on these things. I don't have a particular line that jumps at me, but I remember one of the works I just completed some time ago had to do with the culture in Nigeria, where the girl child is giving out in exchange for money. You know, is giving out to another family in exchange for money. Such a child is called a money wife. It is a theme that I've been working on, and it keeps coming to my mind. It is a culture that operates in Nigeria even as we speak. You
So
know, so
you
it's
have
a
a
theme that
money
keeps coming.
wife. You have a money wife
Yes,
project that is still going on right now.
yes,
This is in the
yes,
rural
yes.
world or in the urban or everywhere?
No, rural world, in the
Oh,
rural
rural
world.
world. Oh, so far away from the cities and the big
Yes,
cities and the capital at least.
yes, yes,
And why
yes,
people are
yes.
accepting to sell their daughters for money? Is it because of poverty? Or?
Well, well, a lot of people will hide under the guise of culture to perpetrate evil in Africa. They will tell you this is the way our fathers were doing it. This is the way it has always been. We have to keep the culture alive. We have to keep going. You know, it's not necessarily because of money, because this particular culture that practices this are farmers, and you know, it's just, I think it's just the hypnosis of culture that makes them um, go over the same culture um, every generation.
So, so this, for example, what's the root of this practice? For example, they want to have more farmers, they want to have more children to serve them, or they want to expand the tribe members. What's the logic behind a family giving her daughter in exchange of money to a rich guy or to a farmer who maybe may have already one or two or three wives? Why?
Well, I think in this culture, uh, maybe I don't know if it would be right to say that the female folk is their own currency, because the more wives you have, the more respected you are. The more wives you have, the more hands you have to work on your farm. The more wives you are, the more how do I put it now? The more dignified you feel as a man. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. The more women
I
you
don't
can
understand
acquire.
anything. Just teach me. I'm just trying to. You keep the more until when? How many wives you
Yeah,
are allowed to have? You will have all the
I
wives and all the daughters of the tribe, and then you will leave nothing for the rest of you.
well, I can't wrap my head around why they would do what they do. But from the research, especially on the job that I've been doing, I think it's just bizarre. I think it's just crazy. You know, there is no logic. There is no um, I don't know. It's just crazy, really. It's just crazy, really.
So if you don't
Because
know, who
if you look
knows?
at it,
So it's amazing that we were reading about the history of slavery in the very ancient time and in the past. But right now, in modern time, you tell me still people are giving their daughters in return for money, and the guy is getting more and more girls, getting more and more wives, and his dignitaries, well respected, and has have so many hands to make his work light, and that's just like production, like it is just an economic, easy going machine process for agriculture or whatever. Like they are not talking about human being, like just selling machine of production.
really, really, yes, that's it. That's just it. That's just it. It's so bad that in this particular culture, if the money wife dies, the man has a right to go back to that same family and pick another one in exchange for the one that died.
So that's like a kind of insurance again. So whatever, don't worry. So we'll give you a wife. If she died, come and we'll give you maybe 2 or 3 in return.
Yes.
Buy 2, get 2. Marketing. How easy is that? You are genius. So everybody who is in need of any girl or any wife should come to your place, and you will give him girls and as many as he wants. The nearest rural one. I don't know. So you are very generous. Yeah.
Oh dear.
And you give men too? If for example, so you are generous. If you don't give men. So for example, if a woman coming from outside say, no, I need maybe 2 or 3 boys or 3 men, will you give them? Or you say, no, we give only girls, and you don't sell men? No men on sale there? That's a lot of equality. You sell only women and beautiful girls, but no boys is going to be sold and no man is going to be sold. Those are going just to buyers only, and they have to enjoy the production. Sorry, I'm missing you. Hopefully I got you again. It's terribly disconnected, and that's the problem of internet in Africa most of the time.
Yeah, I'm back down.
Okay, you are very welcome. Thank you so much for working on this great humanitarian perspective, this great theme of injustice nowadays, and for getting equality, and hopefully justice will prevail in the work of awareness you are working on. Thank you so much for that, leading the great action that you are leading in this sense. Please tell me, how do you like to be perceived in the world, and how do you like to be remembered after living an age, let's say maybe just 200 years?
Well, I would like to be remembered for a woman who found her voice. I would like to be remembered as a woman who made a path for other women to be able to speak and to get heard by the world. That is what I would like to be remembered for, rather.
That's great. Thank you so much for that. And tell me, what is your last, most powerful, inspiring word you like to share with the world, please?
Dancing. I love the story, A Touch by Grace. A Touch by Grace. I love that story. I love the story so much. Yes, I would like to share that story with the world someday.
And how do you think that you can help people to be inspired and get their dream realized, please?
Well, I think in everything we do, persistence is key. Just find something you love to do and keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep getting better. Keep doing it. Keep at it until you are able to break through. Just be persistent. Just be consistent.
Even if the whole system is against you. Even if the entire system is against you.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep doing it. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. One day, the system would bow to you.
And if they don't validate you, what you are going to do?
Just keep moving.
Again?
Just keep moving.
You don't want to stop?
Keep
You don't want to stop? You never give up?
Don't give up. Just keep moving. Just keep doing it. Just keep getting better and better and better and better.
And the world will accept you. All right. Thank you so much for that excellent ending. Madam Eno Akin Rafan, thank you so much for being an excellent guest of World Talent. I'm Sayed, coming to you from Montreal, Canada, wishing